afternoon, and thank you for coming to today's performance of Tatu Hiari, the Three Tests. It's a Swahili folktale, and the Shoal class has worked very hard memorizing their lines, learning about the geography and culture of Africa, and they have learned how folk tales teach us about the values that certain groups of people have. And if you pay close attention, hopefully you too will learn the moral of the story and the values that are important to these people. And without further ado, we will begin.
New Zealand and the mainland of the United States into the continent of Africa.
Did you know there are 53 countries in Africa?
Also, there are more than 1,000 languages spoken in Africa.
Africa is not just a huge land area. It's highly populated with approximately 800 million people living there.
Africa is home to the world's longest river, the Nile River. It flows through Uganda, Ethiopia, Sudan, and Egypt.
Africa also is home to Lake Malawi, which has more kinds of fish than any other lake in the world, over 500 varieties.
And don't forget, the Sahara Desert in northern Africa is the world's largest desert.
The setting for today's play is on the island of Pemba, off the coast of Tanzania, and on the central eastern region of Africa.
Tanzania is well known for a variety of things.
Mount Kilimanjaro is located in Tanzania at 19,341 feet above sea level. Is the largest mountain in Africa.
Also, Tanzania is home to the largest concentration of wildlife animals per square kilometer, totaling in more than 4 million wild animals.
And Mick, did you know that the earliest known human skull was found in the gorge of Tanzania?
Even though Tanzania is just a bit more than twice the size of California, over 120 languages are spoken.
Today's play, Tatu Hiari, the Three Tests, is an adaptation of a Swahili language folktale.
Swahili is a language spoken by millions of Africans living in countries along the east coast of Africa, bordering the Indian Ocean.
Swahili is the official language spoken in Tanzania.
The Swahili language and culture are full of wordplay, proverbs, and algos.
Haraka haraka, aina baraka, hurry hurry has no blessing is one example of a Swahili proverb.
Even Walt Disney borrowed some Swahili words and phrases for its famous film, The Lion King.
Hakuna Matata means there are no words, Rifki means friend, and Simba means lion.
This story is about a young African prince who must be brave, kind, and clever in order to escape danger and fulfill his father's dream, finding the prince's brothers, his lost sons, the prince's brothers.
We hope you enjoy the show.
Once upon a time, and long ago, a Swahili sultan lived on the shores of East Africa with his 7 sons.
Father, what's a sultan? I know I've heard that title before. I think a sultan is like a king, a nobleman, the wisest man in all the land, all wrapped in one. I think I'd like to be a sultan.
A sultan is an emperor.
the youngest child in a family holds a special role. Was he the youngest son?
Yes, he was. The Swahili Sultan missed his other sons very much. He was too old to sail across this huge Indian Ocean to look for them. Only Prince Sadaka got all his father. He got lost many times.
Was Prince?
Was Prince Sadaka mad that his brothers took off and now he's stuck looking for them? I know I'd be mad if all my brothers and sisters were off having adventures, sailing new and exciting places, and I was left to run around like a sheepdog. Is he just furious then?
No, not really. Prince Sadaka was very courageous and adventurous. He was honored to his father, although he was not very good at reading maps. Sadaka sailed for weeks and weeks across the Indian Ocean, but he could not find his brothers. He got lost many times and landed on many islands.
Oh, how frightening. It's one thing to be lost in one's own homeland and unfamiliar geography and friendly faces, but to be lost at sea, adrift in the ocean, why, at the mercy of the wind, what did he do?
Well, while trying to find his way, he made many unusual friends.
Unusual in what way, Father? Sometimes unusual can mean rare or special, like an unusual smell or unusual sound. Isn't that unusual done in a dream? Or unusual can mean bizarre, even frightening. How did he meet these unusual friends?
On one island, he gave food to some birds who were too hungry to fly, and they befriended him. In return, the birds helped him sort his maps. On a second island, he gave barley to some starving crickets, and they befriended him too. In exchange, he told them stories that they've heard of his brothers. On a third island, he spent hours talking to a lonely jinn.
A what? Is a jinn like a sorcerer, sometimes wicked, sometimes wise? Or is a jinn like a wizard, someone who casts spells to harm or heal? How would you know if the jinn wanted to help you or cast you into the sea? What's a jinn, Father?
A mysterious and mischievous spirit, a doer of good or evil. Most people are afraid of them. The jinn told the prince that his brothers were last seen ashore on the island of Pemba.
Ooh, the island of Pemba. Doesn't that sound tropical and bountiful? I can picture ships docked in Pemba's many harbors, merchants bustling about, excited to trade their wares. What happened next, Father?
Oh, Dad, you can't stop there. Did the prince arrive in Pemba safely? Did he search for his brothers alone, or did his unusual friends join him and help him on his journey? Did he remain brave and adventurous?
Please, Dad, please, I want to hear about the Indian Ocean and the east coast of Africa. I want to see how their lives are different than ours, and I want to hear and understand the language of Swahili.
Father, it's simply not fair that you close the book of messages and send us off to bed without the business. I'll never help you. I wait all night, wondering, and waiting, and wondering. And waiting.
Tomorrow, my children, tomorrow. Now it's time to find your own stories. Sweet dreams to you all.
Where are we? I think we're in Pemba.
Why are we in Pemba?
The story, Dad's story.
That must be the birds, the cricket, the prince, and the jinn.
That boy must be a merchant selling wares along the dock.
Ah, finally, the island of Pemba. My brothers may be near.
Are you searching for someone on the island?
6 summons, my brothers.
I cannot help you find them, but I know who can. My answer may not please you, but it is the only answer worth listening to.
Who can help me then?
Only the Sultan of Pemba knows where your brothers are, but he is a crafty man with a bad temper. You must meet the Sultan and match him in a game of wits, or else.
Or else what?
Or else your fate will follow the same path of darkness as your brothers did. Sultan trusts very few people, and even fewer visitors to our island. We are a very protected people. Your brothers are alive, but I can tell you a little more.
Are they hurt?
Only hurt from within. They offended the Sultan.
Are they hurt? My brothers.
Did they suffer?
Do they suffer? Is their time among us in jeopardy?
Time and sun is all they have. They are in a place where there is time eternal to think of the years of their life.
I heard you wish to ask me a question. Asking for an audience with the Sultan is a brave request. Of course, at your convenience, O Sultan. I will help you, young prince, if you can pass 3 tests. You are young, but perhaps you are wise beyond your years. I sense an old soul in a youthful body. I hope my eyes and heart don't deceive me. Come to my palace this evening. Your brothers can wait a little more.
For your first test, you must sort through these 3 large bags of seed. Each bag is very heavy, as is your burden. This is a test I would not wish upon my worst enemy.
You may rely upon yourself, or you may ask your friends, the birds, the cricket, or the jinn for help. Each creature is capable of giving you help, but only one can give you true help that you need.
Choose wisely. Only one path is the right path to follow. Do not look to any books or wise men or ancient folklore to pick your assistant.
Your father has raised you well, we are told.
You must trust.
You must trust the instinct that speaks inside you.
Yes, you must listen to the voice in your soul.
Or you should listen to the song in your heart.
You will have until morning to sort through the seed.
Good luck, young prince.
Do not lose any seed as you have lost your brothers.
He should choose the cricket. The cricket is nimble and a hard worker.
No, the cricket will eat the seed, not sort it. What about the jinn? He can think through this problem.
Or maybe the jinn would just speak in circles around it.
This problem is too big for the prince to handle alone.
Then the birds are his only hope.
Well, I believe I can sort the seed myself, but I know the birds can help me sort them faster. They help me sort my math, so they can help me sort those seeds. Come with me, birds. I will return by morning. Pass the first test wisely. I will tell you where your brothers are, but first you must pass the second test, so I know your wisdom is true and not just a chance.
See that tree? You must cut it down with the Sultan's sword. The sword has a blade as sharp as the teeth of a hungry predator. Phew, but the Sultan has even held his sword.
You may
You do it carefully, but with authority.
You may not saw through the tree, you must slash it with one perfect stroke. Channel all your focus, energy, and attention to this one moment.
But the tree, it's so dense!
And so where are the bags of seed, my son, but that can stop you. You have the strength to complete this task, but perhaps it's not just a test of strength.
Again, you may rely upon yourself, or you may call upon a friend to help. You found wisdom in the skill of the birds. Now think your crew remains them and help you with this challenge.
The birds served you well. You have built up trust among the animals and their spirits. Trust always provides an advantage.
Or you may be stubborn and do it yourself, but the stubborn child always needs to learn the hard way, and you, dear boy, have little time for hard lessons. gnaw the tree and make it weak enough to fell.
No, that would take too long. Time is of the essence.
What about the prince alone?
He could break the Sultan's sword, and the Sultan would no longer be willing to work with him. No, he should ask the Jinn for help.
I am not strong enough or swift enough to topple this tree in one stroke. The birds and the cricket are too small to assist me with such giant tasks. The gin is my only hope. Come with me, Jin. Perhaps you could use your magic to prop this tree up long enough. If so, I could strike in one stroke.
Well done, you prince. The Jinn's mystery power works well for those who are brave enough to trust it. Your brothers, they know you're in there. And now for the third and final test. Tonight is the evening of the royal ball. All my daughters will be there. Each is beautiful and kind, but one is my favorite. You must find her and dance with her if you wish to free your brothers.
The prince should have the bird, help him determine who is the Sultan's favorite. The bird could soar above and see as most beautiful and kind.
No, all the daughters are gentle and lovely.
Then the Jin could help. He could use his magic to sense who is the daughter's favorite. I don't think it would be wise to have a Jin appear at a royal ball. The Jin would also scare all the guests away.
The cricket. Could the cricket help? Yes, the cricket. He's the prince's only hope.
I must rely on the cricket. Crickets chatter all the time, so of course he's heard which one is the Sultan's favorite. Come with me, cricket. Perhaps you could rest on the princess's shoulder, and then I know which daughter I shall dance. Then you have this dance. You are the favorite daughter, yes?
Indeed I am, but only because I am most loyal to him. Some believe that my beauty is what holds me in high esteem to my father, but beauty is not nearly as beautiful as loyalty. My father has told me that you are the most loyal of your brothers as well.
My brothers, are they hurt?
Do you know?
Do you know where they are?
Yes, I do. Your brothers are not like you. They are not kind and clever. They came to Pemba and rudely asked for riches and treasures. They did not wish to be guests, only travelers and takers.
I apologize. I apologize for my brothers and your impatience and grief. Do you accept my apology?
Apology accepted. I'm sure my father will lead you to them now. A touch of a cricket is a stroke of good fortune. I feel good fortune is in your future as well.
It's a burden and pleasure to be in the good grace of one's father.
Yes, tonight I feel the joy of having met a kindred spirit.
Yes, Prince, you have passed all three tests and deserve the release of your brothers.
Father, if I may be so bold, you are wise to have tested this prince your journeys from the mainland, and are wise still to honor your promise. Only good can come from the release of this prince's brothers.
Your brothers, they are in the dungeon where they're finally quiet and pensive. Time to think about a misdeed is often the most effective punishment.
But these brothers have suffered long enough. Selfishness is a hard quality to see in oneself. Now the prince and his father, a sultan himself, have worried more than their fair share.
Yes, Prince, you have taken the time to think before you act, and for that, you may free your brothers. Thank you, Sultan. My father and I are eternally indebted.
his brothers. We also know how Jin can both be mischievous and magical.
That's okay, Father.
Above all,
We feel certain that we know the morals of the story. For if you listen closely, you realize there are many lessons. The lessons of this story are as plentiful as the branches of a tree.
Oh, really? I believe the moral of Tattoo Hayari is this. Be kind to everyone and help can come from the strangest of sources. Yes, that is one. Another moral is be wise, think through your choices, and don't be afraid to ask for help. Both those are good morals and universally true. But I believe the most important lesson learned from this tale is to be respectful, listen to your father and the father of others, and always remember